right now I only have like an hour or so, but I'll be back on tonight. So I got to try to straighten up this house a little bit. I mean, I got a lot accomplished. That's what's good about these crazy planetary aspects. What is this? It's good for accomplishing, having great focus and getting a lot accomplished. Okay. Mishti 01. How does the Capricorn think I feel about him now? Okay, the Capricorn has got feels a little bit dual. They may be feeling a little bit undecided. They may also feel that you feel like they betrayed you in some way, or there is some kind of a betrayal that happened. They may feel like you're no longer interested in them if they were a love connection. However, they also may think that they can change it quickly with the Knight of Swords and the Magician. So if they did something that recently let you down, they may be feeling like, I could fix this. Or they may think that they can change the way you feel. UAF spirit messages. Six of Earth. Gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving a loan, and paying off debts. Page of Water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, and friendly. A new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. Eight of Water. A desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, spiritual, and emotional growth. Inez, will A contact me in the next few days? Yeah, I believe he will. Adriana, is something gonna happen with the Leo? Leo's got a lot of respect for you, and there's a 70% chance, yes, something's going to happen with that Leo. Good. Keep your options open. Lydia, something positive. Got nice stuff happening. Your life starts to move forward. You could be planning a trip to water, by water, or around water. Feeling prepared and eager for the future, walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, bring in new opportunities. When it comes to love, you got commitment on the horizon. You got Sagittarius coming in. You got a Taurus, water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Oh, Jesus, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Soulmate connection 2 comes in, or one of these people may be a soulmate connection. Intuition is heightened, plus you got some nice stuff happening around finances. So you should be, 2021 should be good. I mean, there's some good energy coming in early 2021 for you. So hopefully things start to move forward nicely. New me. Is Samuel O my future husband? At this point, I'm not convinced. I'm only giving a 33% chance yes. So there is possibility, and it does look like you could have a kind, caring, loving, compassionate relationship with him, and he may be very ambitious. I'm not convinced that there's marriage yet. Ina's general love. You could have choices when it comes to your love life. It also looks like you're about to go through personal change, growth, and transformation, and you have some good luck coming in. You've got a Taurus here, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, might be an Aries, and a Pisces coming in, or the Pisces may already be around, I don't know. Either way, it looks like you may have some choices moving forward. There's an Aquarius here as well. Holy good God. Choices, and you have divine timing. So I don't think that you're going to be able to force anything. I think things are just going to kind of happen on their own over 2021, but you have plenty of options coming in. An Aries, a Pisces, a Taurus, Jesus, Aquarius. Leaving old wounds, old hurts in the past helps you to move forward with new possibilities. If things aren't working for you, or you feel like you're pulling teeth getting someone to participate in a relationship, you're going to walk away from them and move on to other things. You've got too much good stuff happening to put up with crap. UAF, general, for the next 2 weeks. Okay, over the next 2 weeks, your intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to it. And you're earning respect, or you're being better compensated at work. You may be feeling both. I'm getting better compensated and I'm earning respect and people are treating me better. Regardless of what is going on around your work, this is positive. It also looks like there's something to celebrate, possibly around a Taurus. If there's not a Taurus in your life, I would say a spiritual, long-term, committed relationship. It looks like you could be starting a new journey and things start to move forward pretty quickly. New business opportunity or a business relationship with deep roots that could last a very long time. It's very positive, could come in, and no longer waiting for your ship to come in. You might need to have a little bit of patience just overall. Like things may feel like, you know, a lot of hurry up and wait, but things are going to start to move forward. I'm going to say over the next couple of weeks. And it does look like relationships look good. Talia may have a general finance reading for this month. Five of Pentacles in reverse. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan makes you feel relief. Sun is in reverse. So sun is always positive. Even when it's in reverse, it may not, you might not have happiness around finances as quickly as you want, but you're on the right path and it's coming. Ace of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. Being prepared for a new business opportunity or a new business endeavor proves positive. Eight of Pentacles, putting in hard work or learning a new area of study pushes your finances forward pretty quickly, and you have either new clients coming in that are stable and reliable, or there's a new business relationship that comes in that's stable and reliable. I think overall finances are improving. You just may not see them improve as much as you want them to in January. Alessandra, anything good coming in for me, Enrico, in general? Well, you do have a wish around the situation, so that's positive. But it does look like this relationship's got a lot of negativity around it, or maybe a lot of regret, and there may be arguments that are unresolved. You do have a wish, so I would put that out into the universe. Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands are both in reverse, so that's not real positive. The Four of Cups. Four of Cups could be a couple of things. It could be spending a lot of time contemplating this relationship and what it means to you and how you want to move forward with it. Or it could mean that there is an offer or an answer in front of you that could help the relationship that you haven't noticed yet. Either way, it does look like you have the opportunity for the sun to come out, but it might take some time. You may really have to put a lot of effort into this to get this relationship back on track. It is possible, though. T-Vet, love. Knight of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Could be a new love interest coming in. That could be a Capricorn. Oh, man. Things could move forward quickly with the Capricorn, and you might be feeling like they want a commitment soon. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in around the situation, and it could be a very successful relationship. Six of Cups is in reverse, which may make you look back on the past like, it wasn't so great. I'm moving forward with my life. You may be leaving in the past heartbreak, disappointments, feeling stuck, and arguments. If something hasn't been working out the way you wanted it to recently, this Capricorn may come in and you may all of a sudden not even care anymore about that. Mustafa, how does the man A currently think and feel about me? We had a last year or so, haven't spoken. Oh, you haven't, okay. How does he feel about me? I don't know what went on between the two of you, but this person may be very disappointed in the way things happened, or whatever the reason is that you're not speaking. There may be disappointment around it for him. It does look like the two of you could get the relationship back on track, or you could start a new journey together. He may feel like you're strong, capable, confident, hardworking, and that you're going to be very successful. He may feel like, I don't know what went on between the two of you, but whatever it is, he may be feeling it was very disappointing. He's going to get over it, though. If you guys were to have a conversation about it, you can move past it because the Fool is there. Ronnie, next week is my vacation from work. Energy. Good. I think you need it. The energy is good. No longer feeling so burdened. Taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Cause for celebration. Energy next week is good. I think you picked a good week because it's like astrologically, we're starting to get past some of the tough aspects. Maybe you'll be able to relax. Mr. Maurice, I called the workman's comp again, and I found out I was accepted the injury claim, but I didn't state that I was disabled, so now I got 2 appeal cards. So that's good, right? Will you be able to now have it resubmitted? So what happens next? Does it have to go to another hearing? Let's see what the cards say. Anxiety eases over this situation. This is going to get easier on you, and it's going to move forward. You have a wish around the situation. Put it out into the universe. The sun comes out. You should get that workman's comp. Something should happen that alleviates the financial stress and puts the regret and negativity behind you. I would keep prodding them, because look, if you're disabled and you can't work, you can't work. Either workman's comp has got to give it to you, or disability's got to give it to you. But I think it's workman's comp, especially if you were injured on the job. And that's why they pay workman's comp insurance. Like, you're entitled to that. I wouldn't let up on it, because I think you can get it. I think if you appeal it, you'll get it. It doesn't cost you any money, right? You can go in there representing yourself. I think you're going to get it. Mustafa, how did the girl think and feel of the text message I sent her last night, indirectly and subtly calling her out, indicating that I know that she wanted to hang out with my sister so bad? She didn't like being called out. Okay, so she comes up. Two of Cups is in reverse, and Emperor in reverse is like somebody who's being very manipulative. She feels like there's no love lost now. Like she's kind of like, her attitude is sort of like, well, whatever, fuck it. You know, you don't know that that's true. Like very like nasty about it. Not like she's going to be nasty to you about it, but her attitude about it is, you don't know that that's true. And she's got the Hermit here, so she may not answer you or she may not say anything. But in her own mind, she's just kind of like, fuck off. Like very like snippy and snide. She knows you called her out on it. She knows what she's doing. Okay? She could try to convince everyone else that it's not the case, but she knows what she's doing. Adriana, what's coming? What's coming? Okay, taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You got a committed relationship on the horizon. Love, money, abundance, fertility comes in. Always be careful with that card if you don't want children. There may be an energy that you're coming into where you're feeling like things are just calm, compassionate, kind, loving. It also could be the state or the type of relationship that's coming to you. No longer feeling like you're stuck in the mud and you're waiting for things to happen. You're going to start to feel like life is moving forward. There's some nice stuff happening around finances too. That's positive. Adriana, chances on being bipolar. You as being bipolar? I don't think you're bipolar. Let's see. I don't think you are. 33% chance. That's not high enough for me. Like I know these days, like all these terms get thrown around a lot, but and everybody seems to have something. But years and years and years ago, my father said that my mother's mother was diagnosed as bipolar. Back then, they used to call it manic depressive. But I think that it's bipolar now. But knowing her, well, this is what he said. He said that back then, in that day, they wanted to give her shock treatment. That's what they did back then, and he wouldn't allow it. But they put her on lithium, which I don't think that they give out anymore. And he said that that's why she never seemed to show any emotion ever. Because it kind of like killed that part of the brain that had made her feel things. I don't know. She was very bizarre. Like, she didn't cry at her daughter's funeral. Like when my other grandmother was dying and I was upset, she was like, why are you upset? She's a sick woman. Like that was her answer to me. Like, that's what you say to me? Like when my dog died, she was like, oh, well, good. Now you're free. I'm free. Like I grew up with that dog since I was 12 years old. You're going to tell me I'm free? Like that's your answer? But I don't know, looking back on it, I think that she was a narcissist. I don't know that I think that she was bipolar. My dad said, though, this is what he said, that she was normally like kind of like even keeled, right? She was always dolled up though. Like that was the thing, makeup, jewelry, whole 9 yards, drove a Cadillac, that type. But he said that both my grandmothers worked for the government. And they worked in buildings across the street from one another. Dad's mother got my mom's mom the job. My dad's mom said that one day she was dressed, I don't know who it is. My dad said that she was dressed like Baby Jane. I don't know who that is. But he said that my grandmother called and said she's outside and she's yelling at people. And that she was dressed like, she had like crazy rouge on. I don't know, that's what they called it, rouge. And her hair, like she was wearing fishnet stockings, like bizarre. And my mother had to go down there and get her. So I don't know, like that may be extreme. I still think that she was more of a narcissist than she was bipolar, but I don't know. I mean, I guess you could have it where you don't swing in such extremes, but I mean that, like to be outside yelling at people dressed crazy like that, I don't know, that's kind of, but I don't know, you know, since that happened, which was probably sometime in the 80s, maybe things have changed as far as the diagnosis, but my dad still to this day says that she was bipolar. I mean, I never really saw any emotion from her either way, so it was very strange. But anyhow, I don't think you are. But just as an example, like if you ever find yourself doing something like that extreme, you know, like really acting out of character. Spiritual. What field should I go in school wise? I don't know what field you should go in. You have to make that decision. I can give you, if you give me different options, I can weigh one against the other, but I can't pull out of the clear blue sky what career you should have. I don't know. I don't know. So if you have some ideas and you want me to look into them, I can, but I can't tell you that you should be a school teacher. I don't know that. Mustafa. I can tell you if you would be a good school teacher. Why does my higher self want me to focus on manifesting in 2021? I still have not made a New Year's resolution. I'm waiting for school to start next week. Well, because I think that the year 2021 is the number 5 year and big change is possible. So I think that if this is like the number 5 doesn't get stuck, right? So if you're focusing on something, it can manifest in 2021. 2020 is a number 4, and there's like nothing more stable and like stuck than the number 4. So I think that your higher self wants you to focus on that kind of stuff because you can manifest new opportunities really easy. Yeah, business opportunities, wishes, loves, travel, business, success. It's just the energy of the year, and God, I hope it's going to be. I mean, with all this crazy planetary crap that's happening, and it being a number 5 year, I can't imagine that we're not going to be moving forward big time, or at least being able to change a lot of things. Like you should be able to make changes. Jay, how's Amy feel about me today? How does Amy feel about me today? Love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children. Things that you're spontaneous or maybe looking forward to starting a new journey. Things that you're, this is like rest, relaxation, self-care, but you may think that you're like calm and serene, easygoing, intelligent. Sarah, love in the near future for me. Okay, you may be undecided because you could have a couple of different people coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, fire sign comes in that's ambitious, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You also have a Gemini here. Soulmate relationship is on the horizon, and the Six of Cups, somebody that you know from the past could come back. Keep in mind, it doesn't have to be an old flame or an ex-lover. It could be anybody. You might have some decisions. It looks like you're making better choices for yourself in 2021. So you may be like leveling up when it comes to the types of relationships that you're getting into. It also looks like you've got like the next relationship should be the King of Cups. That's a water sign. It could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, or it could be that the relationship is very loving, kind, compassionate, and it's like it may be the type of relationship that you've never really been in before. It just could be like a of a higher level. I don't know how else to explain it. But it looks like you got a couple of nice options coming in the near future. Skinny dipping. It's the last thing I want to do right now. Sepia General. Listen into your intuition. Intuition is heightened. Out of the clear blue sky, you could get communication from someone that you haven't seen or spoken to in some time, or possibly someone that you never thought you would hear from again. Life changes for the better quickly when you walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. A new love interest could come in, and you may have to lay down the law, set up boundaries, or cut through some bullshit. Aries comes in, a Virgo comes in. They could just be friends or people that are around you. They don't have to be love interests, but you might be undecided as to which direction you want to take your life, but you'll be making good choices in 2021 because you've got success, adventure, and love coming in. You also have money, a new business opportunity, and stepping into your own strength. Jay, what's next with Amy? You got the Four of Wands. That's would be long-term potential around the situation, but I would say with that, you may see, she may be a little bit more forthcoming over the next couple of days. Two of Cups, she may be a little bit more open. She may be showing a little bit more of a creative, passionate side. Let's see what happens. Sepia career. Got the sun coming out over your career. You should be making a change that brings in a lot of happiness, some financial stability, and also room for growth and transformation, either within the company and with yourself as a person, or one or the other. It looks like you got some new business opportunities coming in, that this could just be a side business or something that you're doing all your own that may be a little bit creative, which could bring in extra money, and your career is moving forward. Business clients or business relationships with long, deep roots that last a long time. It also looks like you have a couple of opportunities coming in for job interviews, and you could get a couple of them. You may at one point have to make a decision as to which job you want. That would be a great problem to have. So hopefully that happens. Sepia love. Got success coming in around love. Letting go of anxiety, letting go of betrayals, letting go of wounds, negativity, any of that crap. That all moves into the past. Moving forward, you're going to have choices. You got a Pisces coming in, a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and you got a Cancer. You also have money coming in. Divine timing is going to help you through your love life. You also have good karma coming back, feeling prepared and even excited for the future when it comes to love. Even if it doesn't seem like it now, it's coming. Beautiful. Is this a good time to break up with your boyfriend? If you're not happy, it's always a good time. I would not stay in a relationship if you're not happy. I wouldn't break up during Mercury retrograde, and we're getting very close to the retrograde time, only because when you break up under Mercury retrograde, you usually get back together. There's kind of a lot of like crazy planetary stuff happening right now, so I would almost suggest waiting until after we get through Mercury retrograde, like more towards the end of February, because of everything that's happening with Mars and the moon and Pluto. Like there's a lot of stuff happening that could be the planets affecting the way that you're feeling. I would honestly wait until closer to the end of February. I would wait until the end of February unless you're absolutely positively sure that you're not in love with this person and you don't want to be with them. And if that's the case, it could be a rough breakup, only because of the planetary stuff that's happening right now. Sepia, me, and Ramel. first card that comes up is the Two of Cups, which means at some point there is commitment around this relationship. There is definitely a love interest. So if things have been really stagnant or slow, or you've been feeling worried, that should be changing. I know it's like when, but we got to get through some of this crazy planetary shit. You could be starting a new journey, and you do have a wish around the situation. It just may be a little slow and stagnant for a little while. I think the next thing we have the moon conjunct Pluto. I think that already happened yesterday. Mars conjunct Jupiter and Saturn. Yes. No. Mars squared Jupiter and Saturn. And will conjunct Uranus on the 20th, I think. Once we get past that, and then we go into the retrograde, then things should start to lighten up a little bit. This is intense, chaotic, a lot of anxiety-inducing stuff that's been happening the last couple of weeks. But once we get through it, we don't really have all that much happening the rest of the year, I don't think. Uranus is going direct this week too, I think. I don't know if it did already. No, I think maybe on the 16th. Let me check. Uranus stations direct today. So it's going to be moving, yeah. It turns direct on January 14th. Okay, that's good. Because it's just been really rough. Jay, how will work go at my current job next week? Listen to your intuition. It looks like you're putting in a lot of effort and working hard. You may be very busy next week. It looks good. Financially stable. It looks like you're ambitious. It looks like the time is going by pretty quickly, and it looks like there's room for growth and transformation. You know what, Adriana? I don't think... I could be wrong, but I think that the time is longer than that. You know what I mean? Like, I think it may be like weeks of extreme happiness and then weeks of extreme sadness, but maybe it could be different for everyone. I don't know. You seem too even-keeled to me. You know what I mean? Like, you just do. You seem too even-keeled. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Spiritual, I decide on a school program soon. Yeah, oh yeah, you got 3 aces. You should figure it out soon. I think you already know what you want to do. You just may be a little hesitant to do it or to go for it. But I think you've already kind of made the decision. Jasmine, is Arnold attracted to me? It reminds me of Arnold Schwarzenegger. I don't know why, but I was just thinking about that. Just popped into my head. The Terminator. All right, is Arnold attracted to me? Yes, I think he is. Jennifer. Why is Zane the Aquarius trying to get me pregnant? I would be very careful. Well, you're in control of that. So I don't trust anybody that uses manipulation as a tactic. So if you really think that that's what he's trying to do, I would think about whether or not you want to keep that person in your life. Manipulation, to me, is it doesn't lead to narcissism. It's a sign of narcissism. And narcissistic people don't have any empathy, and you can't win with them. So this person will torture you for the rest of your life if you allow them to. And somebody who's trying to manipulate somebody, like, first of all, like, it is just so wrong on so many levels. The idea of bringing a child into this world, two people need to discuss it and be on the same page, not just willy-nilly try to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't like it. It's manipulating. It's manipulating. I would be very careful with this person. Yeah, because look at what it shows. The Two of Cups here is in reverse, which means that this person is either not planning on staying in a committed relationship with you, or if you're not in a committed relationship right now, isn't planning on taking it to a committed relationship level. He's showing that he's got great disrespect for you, and the Star is in reverse, which means you don't get your wish around the situation. The Nine of Wands in reverse would indicate that there's a long road ahead of you. So I don't know what the situation is between you and him, or why you think he's trying to do this. But like I said, you're in control of that, and I would be on top of that. But like I said, it scares me more, the level of manipulation, because this is, not only is it going to change your life, but there's going to be a child that's involved, which, like, what about that human being? Do you know what I mean? I would be careful. I don't like it. I don't like when women do it. I don't like when men do it. I think that it's manipulating, and it's dangerous on so many levels. The thing is like, and you know, I don't think that we always realize, or we don't always see the signs of manipulation. Sometimes we think, hey, it's not that big of a deal, right? Somebody wants me to do something, so they're trying to coerce me to do something. Okay, well, it's not that big of a deal. But over the long term, yeah, it is a big deal. And when somebody is manipulating, like on the scale of empathy versus narcissism, somebody who's very narcissistic, they'll destroy your entire life, and they don't even care. They don't have any empathy. I watched a video the other day that was saying that it's actually been shown that their brains are different. Like, they have less matter in the whatever empathy feeling part of the brain, so they don't feel bad. They only want what they want, and they'll do whatever they can to get it. So I would be very careful with him. Anyhow, beautiful. Will me and my boyfriend reach a higher level of commitment? And no, I'm not positive. For some reason, I have anxiety. I'm overly emotional, so I'm not sure. And I love him. Wait a minute. Were you the one that asked if you should break up with him? I don't remember now. Were you the one that... all right, if you were the one that asked, this is what I would say. If you're always overly emotional, then that may be something that you want to deal with separate. If you've just been feeling overly emotional this week, it could be a planetary thing, and I wouldn't do anything crazy right now, not with this, under this astrological sky, because it's just not a good time. But it's like, if on one hand you don't know if you should break up with him or you want a higher level of commitment, you have to figure out what it is that you want. Like, that's the thing. This is not a, like... If you're with someone, you could take it to the next level if you work on the relationship. So asking the cards is like, that's free will. It's up to you. If you love him, why would you break up with him? Like, these are things that you need to answer for yourself, because I can't answer, like, what's a higher level of commitment? Will you get married? So you either want to break up with him or get married? Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to figure that out for yourself. I can't answer that for you. If you're feeling overly emotional just this week, then I would say don't do anything until all of this passes. I wouldn't do anything until the end of February. But if you're not sure, don't do anything right now. But the difference between, should I break up with him or are we going to get married? Like, that's a big difference. You got to figure out what it is that you want. Now, if the situation is like, Is he going to be a better person? Is he going to treat me better? Is he going to buy me things? Is he going to take me places? Now that's different. He's not going to change who he is. This is who he is. So if you're in love with him and you want to be with him, I would stay in the relationship. But this is up to you, because if you don't know if you want to break up with him or you want to marry him, you got to figure that out. The cards can't answer that. I can only tell you whether it's a good time, and I would not do anything in any direction until after we get through this planetary stuff, until after Mercury goes direct, which I think is, it's like the end of February, maybe like end of February. That's when I would do it. I mean, if you're already in a committed relationship, what's next? Marriage? I'm not seeing marriage here right now. But that's right now. It doesn't mean that that can't come. I think that this is up for you. You have to decide this. You have to make a decision. Either I want to stay in this relationship, I want to work on it, and I want to get married, or I want to end it and find someone else who I'm more compatible with or whatever. You know what I mean? But I still wouldn't do anything until we get past all this stuff. Breaking up under Mercury retrograde, you're going to wind up getting back together. And who wants to go through the toxic cycle of breaking up, getting back together, and reliving the whole thing again? I would just stay in it until we get past it. Unless you're 100% sure that you don't want to be in it anymore. Then I would end it. Mustafa, how would my parents and both my mom and dad's side of the family feel if I was extremely wealthy but decided to remain single and celibate until 30, even then kept the same attitude? Okay. Well, I don't think that 30 is all that old. If you don't want to get married before then, I think that that's your choice. And I think that you're entitled to make that decision. I think that they'll be okay with that. I think overall, generally speaking, parents do want their children with partners. I just think that that's what most parents want. But I think that they'll be okay. You got money. You're slow and steady wins the race. They think you're very intelligent. I don't think they feel like you need to rush into anything. You have a lot going on around your career. But I think inevitably they would want to see you get married. I think most parents just want that for their kids. So I don't think 30 is that old. So I think that you would be fine. When you're 20, you think 30 is like 100. But when you're 30, when you're 35, you don't even think 30 is that old anymore. Anyhow. Jay, I haven't heard back from the post office in 7 days. What's holding up? Am I still being considered? I think everything with the post office is just very slow these days. I mean, I ordered stamps on December 28th. What does it take? What does it take? Post office is around the corner. I mean, I could fucking walk there 100 times between, more than that. That's what I get for being lazy. Yeah, no, I think you're still going to be considered. I just think that they're very slow and very behind. I don't know if I'm ever getting my stamps, to tell you the truth. And then when I went to the grocery store, I forgot to buy them. What an ass. I thought I would get them faster if I ordered them. Apparently, that's not the case. Well, if you don't know if he's trying to get you pregnant, that's a question that you guys need to have. And if you don't want a child right now, I would be sure that you're the one that's taking birth control. But if you have not had a conversation about whether or not you guys are going to have a child and you feel he's trying to get you pregnant, that's manipulating. There's no two ways about that. Getting somebody pregnant is a lifelong commitment to another human being, not to each other. Parents don't have to stay together, but you're committed to that child. So I would make sure that you two are on the same page. But that's the thing. It's like women are really in control of that. Men are too, but women more so, because you can take a pill, you can get some kind of a device put in, you know, you could be in control of that. But I would, if you think that he is purposely trying to do that, then that's manipulation. Yeah, there's no two ways about it, because you have a conversation with someone. Like, people have a conversation about what they're going to have for dinner. You should have a conversation about whether or not you're going to bring life into this world. It's not fair to either person, and it's definitely not fair to the child. Anyway, that's just my 2 cents. If he's not trying, he's not trying. But the question didn't say that you didn't know. The question was like, why is he trying to get me pregnant? Which is, to me, a dangerous place to be in. Jennifer, love with me in the Sagittarius and the Aquarius. One of these relationships is a soulmate relationship. The other one may not be, which doesn't necessarily mean that one is better than the other. It just may mean that one is more of a soulmate connection. The other one could be a karmic connection. It looks like things with the Sagittarius could move forward and the relationship could strengthen. It also looks like, yeah, you could be going on a trip to water, by water, or around water with Sagittarius. With the Aquarius, it looks like there may be a little indecision around the situation, but things could move forward with Aquarius too. It may be your decision at the end of the day. You got the wish card here, put it out into the universe. You may be the one calling the shots. You got good karma coming back to you, no matter which way you decide to go. The world is at your feet, but the decision is yours. One of these guys may have an offer that, like, wants to take a trip or something. That may be something that's nice. That also may make you decide on which one you want to be with. Adriana, how is that going to go tomorrow? Okay, how's it going to go tomorrow? Tomorrow should go well. You got the Judgment card here. You got the Strength card here. You got things are moving forward for you. There's a little creative energy around the situation. Things should go well tomorrow. I don't know what it is, but it looks like it's positive. April, the woman that got hired recently by the company C, the Gemini, how is she doing in the eyes of the managers? I'm fed up with her mistakes, and I have to correct them, but I'm wondering if they know or if they're happy with her. Okay, are the managers happy with the woman C, that's the Gemini? I don't think they're happy with her. No, the Tower's here. I don't think, and the Wheel of Fortune's in reverse. I don't think they're happy with her. Nope. Her time may be kind of short-lived there. Chame Raji, what does L feel for me? Thinks that you're Hangman's in reverse, so the whole situation could be moving forward. That's just overall. that doesn't really have to do with how he feels about you. He's got a lot of respect for you. Thinks that you're well prepared. Thinks that you're kind, spontaneous, caring, loving, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want children right now. It also looks like you may have a choice in this situation. So he may be interested in you, but there could be other people around you too, because you may have to make a decision as to whether or not you even want to move forward with him. Garg G, is my sister and the Aries leaving her toxic relationship with R anytime soon? I'm just now posting the question so I can get a yes or no. Oh, yeah. Okay, is N the Aries leaving her toxic relationship with her boyfriend R? She's going to leave, but it's going to take, you got to have patience. Yeah, she'll leave eventually, but not anytime soon. You have to have patience with her. I know it's tough. It's tough when someone's in that situation and you feel kind of helpless, but, or maybe she drives you nuts over it, but it's going to take a minute for her to leave. She leaves eventually, so that's positive. And you create H's intentions and thoughts about me. This relationship could move forward. You got the Death card here. You've got the Nine of Wands, and you've got you got the Sun. It's in reverse. It just may take time to get to where you want to go, but it does look like his plans are for things to move forward, and there's room for growth and transformation around the situation. You also may be doing something that's like resting, relaxing, or doing something recreational it's usually like, I would say Four of Swords could be like a day at the beach, like that kind of a thing. You might be doing that together. And then there may be a little adventure coming in around the situation. So I think he's around, yeah, right now, anyways. Paris, when will I get my first house? If you're looking for one this year, I would say you could find something this July. Ellie, when the problems at home finish it all with my brother, he always creates problems. He's always creating problems at home. Okay, let's look at your brother. Sharp energy around the situation, and I wouldn't expect anything to change quickly. Chariots in reverse. He may be causing a lot of anxiety. Listen to your intuition, and I would try, if you can, to stay out of it. I know it's not easy, but you'll be successful, and you've got divine guidance guiding you if you try to stay out of it. Things should improve sometime early spring. Doesn't mean they're going to be perfect in the spring, but there may be a significant change coming in the spring. April, how would Z the Aries or A the Capricorn feel if I tell them about the problems she's causing me? Okay, let's see. How will Z the Aries feel? The Aries may try to help the situation. Eight of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, they may try to help the situation. How about A, the Capricorn? I think Z would be a little more helpful than A, because I think A almost wants to just kind of brush it underneath the carpet. But I would tell them how you feel. Yeah, I would. You have the Nine of Wands, which is feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain and you can exhale around the situation. So why not? Tell them how you feel. Jay, I've been worrying about working at a smaller post office. If they decide to hire me, will I get much work and will I get plenty of hours? Yeah, I think you'll be okay. I think there's also room for growth and transformation around that job. But also, if you're not giving up your other job, you could always make up the time difference there. You know what I mean? The mail is always coming. That's the thing. My dad had a very good friend of his who was a mailman who was on foot. I don't know if that's what he always did or if he preferred it, but when my dad had his shop up here, I remember him coming in and you know, it's like stopping in to deliver the mail, and he was always on foot. Anyhow, he said that was one thing that was almost a little bit frustrating about his job, was that no matter how much mail you delivered, there was always mail coming. Like, you never get ahead of it because it just keeps coming. I think you'll be okay. Yeah, I think you'll be all right. Of course, that may have been different back then, too, because that was like before I was a little kid. It was before like email and online payments and that kind of stuff. But I think if you don't give up your other job, you could do both. And I don't see why not, you know? I mean, you could get a pension from the post office and still stay part-time at the other place. I don't see, that's what I would do. But that's just my 2 cents. That's only my opinion. Manise, what's his next actions or intentions towards me? The love interest is rekindled, or it's moving forward. 6 of Swords. He may want to go on a trip to water, by water, or around water. I would be prepared for him to make you an offer that would be hard to refuse. I don't know if he wants to take a trip of some type. You could be starting a new journey with him. I would say things move forward with this guy pretty quickly. I don't know if he mentioned that he wants to go on a trip, or I don't know. I like it. It looks good. I would go. Have a good time. 4 of Cups in reverse. He makes you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Things move forward. Maunice, am I saying that right or no? Maunice? Mo, I got it. I got it. Mo, like mow the lawn. Ow. Who was the other one that I always just say we said it wrong? Oh God, it's got it starts with an R. I'll know it when I see it. I haven't seen her here. I am bad, but my coworker that I used to work with, she pronounced everything wrong. And it was so funny when she would get heated and she would be yelling, and then she would be pronouncing everything wrong. I think I might be up to Sonia. Are Carrie and LKH going to split or divorce anytime soon? No, I don't think anytime soon. It may take some time for those two. Empress, will I move to Minnesota for school? I feel like it would be very cold there. Although I thought that about Michigan, and I had a friend that moved to Michigan that I know from yoga, and then she moved back to New Jersey, and she said that the weather is very similar to what we have here. So maybe that's just in my head. I think you're going to move to Minnesota, yeah. Addie T? Sure, I'm not saying that right. Where do you see me and Yogi's relationship going? Any potential for marriage? Okay, let's see. What's the marriage potential between Addie T and Yogi? 33% chance that there's marriage coming in, but that also could mean that marriage just may be a couple of years down the line. I would say there's potential here. Yeah, if you've been dating this person or you're in a committed relationship, it could be headed that way, yeah. Evie wants career advice from Spirit. What are the Spirit cards? The King of Fire, motivational, idealistic, ambitious, and charismatic. Focus, focus, focus. Communicate with vision. Be a leader. Advice from someone creative. The Seven of Water, a complex decision, the need to do research. Stop procrastinating. The Chariot. Archangel Metatron, an important achievement, self-discipline and willpower, public recognition. Angel, does Elisa's feelings for me, what happens if I tell her my feelings? Okay. Elisa's feelings. Okay, I would say if you tell her your feelings, eventually things move forward. They could move forward. I don't see a commitment here just yet, but that's okay. Emperor is in reverse, which I don't care for. You know, that's somebody who may be a little bit manipulating or trying to control the situation. Now, in this situation, it's not terrible because I think she may be trying to figure out how she feels. She may be trying to control her own emotions and not know what she wants. She may need a minute to figure it out. I don't think that that's bad. I think ultimately you have a wish around the situation. If you listen to your intuition, the relationship could move forward at some point. It just might take time. I don't think you tell her on Monday and then all of a sudden you're in like a relationship. I don't think it's going to happen that fast. I actually don't think that she has any idea how you feel about her. Or I don't know if she hasn't looked at you in that way. You know what I mean? I don't know if she just sees you as a friend, or I don't know how well you know her. Anna, don't you feel like sometimes days off you work harder than when you have to go to work? Because that happens. Ezra, first time here. Do you see I do intimacy with XK in the future? And if yes, when? Okay. No, I would say no, not in the near future. No. I would keep your options open. Tibet, general for the rest of January. Rest of January looks like you got some nice stuff happening. Feeling like I'm no longer waiting for my ship to come in. I'm moving. My life is moving forward. I'm going through personal growth and transformation. Things are growing and changing. You might have somebody come in with long-term potential with the Four of Wands. Empress, love, money, abundance, fertility. Be careful with that card if you don't want kids right now. Could be a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. You might be undecided though because you got so much options around your love life. That's okay. Between now and the end of January, your intuition is heightened and your life is moving forward. It also looks like you're heading towards all 10 cups being full, even if you're not there yet. You might have some nice stuff happening around work or a business situation, starting a new journey. You have a wish. Capricorn comes in. That could be a business or a job-related thing. It also looks like you shouldn't be feeling so weighed down by the weight of the world. As we move towards the end of January, the energy starts to lighten and things start to get a little bit unstuck overall for all of us. And you got some success coming in. I would say success in whatever it is that you've been putting your effort into. You've been putting a lot of effort into a side business or a career, school, whatever it is, it pays off in January. Erica, will I be in a relationship soon? Will I be in a relationship soon? Soulmate relationship, and you can pretty much manifest the type of person that you want. So be careful. The only downside to having the Magician is that all thoughts manifest. I mean, all thoughts manifest anyway, but you want to be spending more time focusing on what you want more of, not what you want less of. Excuse me. It could be a Gemini that's coming in, but it will definitely be a soulmate relationship. Focus on the qualities and the characteristics that you want, and the person should show up. Beautiful one, General. Got a creative project coming in that may be something that either pays well or that builds like clients. I don't know what it is, but it could be positive for the future. Got the Wheel of Fortune, so you're coming into a time in your life where you have some natural good luck and your intuition is heightened. Walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you, bring in new opportunities and your life moves forward. Cutting out stagnant energy will push your life forward pretty quickly. You got a Sagittarius coming in and a Libra that could be of significance. Intuition is heightened, so definitely listen to your intuition. Jay, will I struggle learning the CCA jobs at USPS? I think you'll be fine. I don't think you'll struggle. No, you should be fine. April, how does the Aries feel about me? She's my colleague, soon to be my manager, but she's been very friendly with me. She's pregnant too, so mentioned it to prepare me for her position possibly, if she's serious. I think she's serious. I do think that she really likes you, and I think that, is she coming back after she has the baby? Because you might be somebody that covers for her when she's out, which might not be a bad thing. It's like there's success around it. It seems like there's growth and transformation around your relationship with her. And she does like you, definitely. Two of Cups. She definitely likes you. I'm thinking that she's returning because of the Six of Cups. That's why. I think that she would be returning. But so what? It's always good to learn anything else. You know, anything that they teach you it, you know, is a good thing to learn because you can put it on your resume for next time. Beautiful one. When will I meet the Sag? May not be until the fall. It could be a little ways off. Kira, General. Intuition is heightened. Out of the clear blue sky comes a Leo. Got a Leo coming in here. And you may be feeling like, hey, I can breathe a sigh of relief. I'm finally in a place where my life is moving forward. I'm no longer feeling like I'm stuck. I can exhale. I got the world at my feet. You might be thinking about going back to school, learning a new area of study. You also could be paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan, which will definitely make you feel relief. Kira, how is Daniel feeling about me and our breakup? Well, he's hurt, you know, he feels regretful over it. He's not happy with it. He feels a little bit unprepared. He feels a little bit unstable. But he feels like intuitively he's kind of walking away right now because he feels like that's what he should do. Things could change, though. You know, we got the Eight of Wands here. But he feels like it might be for the best at this point. Right now, anyhow. That's how he's feeling. Kira for the weekend. Got good luck coming in this weekend. You also may be feeling a little bit more balanced, or balance comes back to your life and you're no longer waiting for your ship to come in. It looks like Hangman's in reverse. Things start to move forward. You might have a nice thing happening around a new side business or something like that could come up. And you're heading towards all 10 cups being full. Feeling a little bit less burdened by the weight of the world being on your shoulders. And being guided by the divine. This weekend looks like it's a pretty decent weekend. It's not bad. Adriana, messages from Spirit. Can we cut the super chats off? Because I got to get ready to go to work. And then I will come back on tonight. I have to leave here at 5. Messages from Spirit. 7 of Fire. Defend your beliefs and your decisions. Stand your ground. Choose your battles wisely. The King of Water. Trustworthy, compassionate, respected, and cultured. Open your heart and your mind to those around you. Trustworthy and heartfelt advice. Charity work. The 4 of Water. Missing an opportunity, discontentment, and boredom. Open your eyes to the possibilities. Got possibilities around you. That's positive. My shoulders. I was doing something with the... Oh, man. Anyways. Jay, how will my new coworkers treat me at the post office? It takes me so long to warm up to people. Like, for me, it would be awful. You should do really well. You got the sun. Got a little adventure, creativity, forward movement. I think everyone treats you well. Starting a new journey, spontaneity. It should go well for you. Let's do... Vicky, general for the weekend. Things move forward for you this weekend. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. It doesn't have to be school. It could be anything. It looks like you have a Sagittarius around that could be of significance. Your intuition is heightened. Feeling like the world is at your feet. You might have some nice opportunities this week. There could also be an air sign around. I don't know if you're going out or you're hanging out with an air sign this week. Aquarius, Gemini, or a Libra. The Wheel of Fortune is here, so you got some good luck coming in this weekend. It should be pretty decent. Spiritual awakening the rest of January 2021. Cause for celebration comes in before the end of the month. No longer waiting for your ship to come in. I think you're making your own opportunities. Growth and transformation comes to you as a person, and you're going to have some choices before the end of the month. Looks like no longer feeling like you're stuck in the mud, feeling like life is moving forward. And you got an air sign comes in that's of significance. Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Mel, general for the weekend. Maybe feeling undecided about something this weekend. It could have to do with a Scorpio, or maybe not. This may be that you're going through personal growth and transformation. Could be a Scorpio comes in. Feeling prepared. You also have someone from your past returning. Could be a Taurus, or this could be somebody different. It could be that a Taurus and a Scorpio show up and have nothing to do with those two situations, or they might. Either way, it looks like for the rest of the week, there's a Virgo here. Feeling like there's a Sagittarius. Shit, you got a lot of people around you. Sagittarius and a Virgo. Maybe some new creative project you could be working on. There could be starting a new journey of some type. I don't think it's a bad weekend. You got a lot of people around you this weekend. You may, well, who knows? Maybe you get invited to a party or a gathering or something, and that's where all the people are. A lot of options coming in this weekend as far as like social activities. People that are showing you a lot of respect, and you got some choices. So I don't know who these people are, but it looks like it's a pretty busy weekend. General for tomorrow for Zara. General for tomorrow for Zara. You got success happening tomorrow. The sun is in reverse, but there's still success. So success may be delayed, or you may not see the happiness for a while, but whatever it is that you're doing tomorrow, you'll be successful with. You may be talking to that Aquarius tomorrow. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Life changes for the better for you. I don't know what's going on tomorrow, but it could be a good day. Daniel's next actions towards me. I think that he reaches out to you maybe sometime before the end of the weekend. Communication would be his next action. Sometime before I'm thinking the end of the weekend. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm going to go get ready for work, and I'll be back on tonight. Thank you all. Have a nice afternoon, and I'll see you guys tonight. Bye-bye.